Another beautiful day for graveyard filming. I'm back in Palmdale again. That's where I spend the night, and then I head down the hill towards LA to find some famous graves. So let's get going. The rain has stopped. Right across the road, that building, water tower, is Walt Disney Studios. We're at Hollywood Hills Forest Lawn Memorial Park. Our first stop is a Hollywood actor, Richard Layne Tom. His stage name is Layne Tom. He plays the son in Charlie Chan movies.
Hey, Pop! Oh, excuse me. I thought my pop was alone. How do you do, Mr. Scott?
Well, son, what are you all steamed up about?
Junior son Charlie most anxious to start on fishing trip.
Yeah, and I bought a book on how to catch 'em. The Fisherman's Guide.
Good idea. If don't catch fish, book provide excellent fish story.
Oh, we'll catch 'em all right. Gee, that's well tackled. Look at it sparkle.
Good fishermen, like clever merchant, know lure of bright colors.
But suppose the fish are colorblind.
Answer that, Charlie.
Well, in that case, perhaps guidebook give address of good fish market.
But anyone could tell a starfish because it hasn't got the marks of a barbed hook in its mouth.
Fear number 2 son, like older brother Lee, develops symptoms of detective.
I can beat Lee at detecting right now.
Later in life, he turns down a lucrative 5-year contract with Monogram Pictures because he wanted to attend UCLA studying architect. He graduates. He designs a flagship Bank of America building in Los Angeles, the Chinatown area. He also designs courthouses and libraries, wins many awards. Very talented. He's also the father of Kiana Tom of Kiana's Flex Appeal. He died in his home in Huntington Beach at age 87 of natural causes. I brought my umbrella just in case. I thought that security guard was going to run me off. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't care. Let's keep right on trucking. Still no rain, but we're at the Sanctuary of Enduring Protection. We'll make a few stops inside this area. Yes, here we go. Our first location is Naya Rivera. She stars in the popular musical comedy drama series Glee, which ran from 2009 through 2015. On July 8th, 2020, she was declared a missing person after her rented boat was not turned in time. Her son Joey was found on the boat asleep. Joey tells authorities that his mother helped him back onto the boat after they dove off for a swim, but she never made it back on after helping him back onto the boat. Her death was ruled an accidental drowning. Sad day.
One of Hollywood's newest stars, just 16, and starring in Universal International's The Wonderful Years.
Hi, I'm Sandra Dee. It's such fun living in California and being able to pick fresh flowers for my hair. And here's something else for my hair that's really exciting. New Liquid Luster Cream Shampoo for shinier, easier to manage hair. A rich, rich liquid with a new formula. It makes any hairstyle easy to set. That means with new Liquid Luster Cream, you just shampoo, set with plain water, and have lively, natural-looking curls. Like the other Hollywood famous Luster Cream shampoos, this new liquid never dries. It beautifies. Made with gentle lanolin. It's heavenly rich. I just love the shiny, springy curls I get. Why don't you try it, too? New Liquid Luster Cream for shinier, easier to manage hair.
Sandra Dee becomes a teenage star for her performances in Imitation of Life and Gidget, Both of these came out in 1959. She marries Bobby Darin in 1960. They divorced in 1967. She suffered from depression and alcoholism, which caused her career to decline. She was on kidney dialysis for the last 4 years of her life. She dies February the 20th, 2005 of kidney disease while living in Thousand Oaks, California. Also within this same area, just a few doors down, up on the same row, we'll have a lifelong public servant. You'll recognize the name of Warren Christopher.
Usually I've spoken with a substantive purpose in mind in the usual State Department mode to lay out 4 principles or 5 priorities or 6 accomplishments. Today, Marie and I have a more personal purpose to say aloha. I have great confidence in my successor, Ambassador Albright, and her team, and I know that the President will keep on making the tough choices that American leadership requires. I'm optimistic also because I know the American people are proud that we are the world's leading nation, and they know leadership carries with it responsibility for resources. I'm optimistic too because in my own career I've seen an inspiring time in our history of global involvement. I've seen the American people make the investments that paid off in freedom's victory around the world, and I have confidence in the choices they will make in the future.
He works on presidential cabinets for Lyndon Baines Johnson, Jimmy Carter, and lastly as Secretary of State for the Clinton administration. He was instrumental in the peace talks between Serbia and Bosnia, which put an end to the Bosnian War. These meetings were held in Dayton, Ohio. Our last stop in this section is some music people. You may recognize the G as Gordy. Music producers, publishers, songwriters. In the back we have Anna Ruby Gordy Gay, ex-wife of Marvin Gaye. She's a songwriter and composer. See if I can zoom up and get a better look. We'll also have Robert Louis Gordy. He's a music publisher. He's a brother of Berry Gordy, so Louis Gordy is buried here next to his sister Anna. Now we're at the Columbarium of Remembrance. In fact, this whole section that we're videoing today is the Remembrance section. Our first stop on the back wall is Ubi Works. He's actually the first Walt Disney hire, making him the first Walt Disney employee.
By 1926, Disney quit working as an artist and focused exclusively on production and story development, and iWorks became his main animator. Or, speaking technically, his BFF. Ub was such a fine draftsman and fast worker that he did most of the work in the cartoons himself. By dividing the tasks, each man could do what he was best at. In an interview from 1956, Ub said that Walt came back from New York all dejected, but realizing that he needed to come up with another character fast. They began looking through magazines, searching for ideas. Ub sketched out 4 different characters, one of which was this little mouse. Walt loved it and thought, that's a cute character. He took it home to his wife Lillian and said, let's call him Mortimer. And she said, no, Mickey. That's a cuter name. So the truth is that Mickey Mouse was created by Ub and named by Lillian.
I kind of like the name Mortimer better. Anyway, next door neighbor is Ivy Moore. You should do a Dick Van Dyke search. He's in one episode. He's playing a part of an IRS agent. Scamming, Buddy Sorrell, very funny. We continue our tour here at Hollywood Hills, Forest Lawn Memorial Park. Our next stop is the grave location of Casey Rogers. She's best known for playing Louise Tate in the popular television sitcom Bewitched. She also appeared in several movies. One was Alfred Hitchcock's Stranger on a Train. She dies in Los Angeles on July the 6th, 2006, at age 80. Coming up next is a well-known Hollywood character actor. This is a grave of Hoke Howe. You may know him as playing a part of Dud Wash, who was Charlene Darling's boyfriend on the Andy Griffith Show. He also makes appearances on the Jack Benny Show, Happy Days, and Columbo. He took full advantage of his southern accent. He's originally from Georgia. You know, I was thinking the Andy Griffith Show probably should have been called Mayberry. That'd be probably been a better name for it. As I'm hunting for Hoke Howe, I find another actor by the name of Gregory Scott Hinton, but I just don't know who he is. If you know anything about him, help me out by leaving comments. This is where we started. That's Layne Tom. Right here we'll find Hans Mobus. He's a German actor, came over from Germany. He played mainly cops and tough guys in several different movies.
What are you doing here?
Talking.
Look here, boy, they've invented the house. It's a very good place to talk in. You'd better get back to yours. Come on.
This is Betty Davis. We featured her in another video just before this one. Check out my channel. Now we're at the Sanctuary of Light. In this area we'll find, let's see, 1, 2, 3 or so famous graves. Our first stop is on the left. Hollywood actress Wanda Hendris. She makes her first film in 1945 when she was of the tender age of 16 years old. She starred in Ride the Pink Horse, a 1947 film. She starred with Tyrone Power in A Prince of Foxes in 1949.
Worth more than that to me.
I'll buy your painting.
Madonna mia. What an honor. What a delight. The scenery drops like an angel from heaven.
To find you bargaining like a fishwife.
Not for myself, but for a client.
Oh, well, then it's worth the price.
No doubt, if beauty has a price.
Will you let me have this for 100 ducats? Please.
Accept it as a tribute to your own beauty.
You mean that you'll give me this beautiful thing?
If your highness would honor me.
Did you hear that? And he doesn't even know me. You have greatness of soul, mister. I will hang it in a place of honor in my own bedroom, where it will always recall your generosity to me and to my good husband.
She marries Audie Murphy, helping him get into the movies. They were married in 1949, divorced in 1951. Our next stop in this area is not an actor, but this is the father of Freddy Prince. Carl, how you say that, Parenzel? He dies 2 years after Freddy did. He dies of cancer at Encino Medical Center, where he worked as a security guard. Freddy Prince takes his own life in 1977. I was just getting out of high school. I remember it well. He gets lots of visitors. In fact, several times while I'm here, I need to let this area clear out before I can comfortably come in with my camera. Right next door neighbor, George Raft, Hollywood actor. He stars in the movie Loan Shark, a 1952 movie.
Oh, but I wanted to stay home and watch television.
Television? I look at those four walls all day. One of these nights I wrap that television right around your ears. Joe? Oh, Joe. Joe.
Take it easy, Molly. Take it easy. Everything's okay now. Let me take a look at you. Well, Martha Gargan's a growing girl.
3 years, Joe. 3 years since we've seen each other.
Yeah, but you don't look like my kid sister anymore.
Let me look at you. You're so pale, Joe.
They ran short of sun lamps up there.
Oh, I nearly died thinking about you and that. You didn't belong there. Anybody can get in a fight. It was an accident.
Yeah, sure. A 2-year, 9-month accident. Now tell me about this Haynes guy. How's he been treating you?
Oh, Ed's fine. Treating me fine.
Good.
Oh, Joe.
This takes care of part 2. Thanks for watching to the end. Everybody needs to be remembered.